Welcome to the 2018 United Healthcare U.S. Open. Here we're live in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We've got our first quarterfinal LPRT singles match of the day between server Alexander Herrera and receiver in the yellow shirt, Gabby Martinez. I'm TJ Bomball, commissioner of the LPRT, and I'm joined with Tim Baghurst. Tim, you have a lot of titles, so I'll let you.
Way to set me up, TJ. Yeah. No, it's great to be here. For those who don't know who I am, I'm the Director of Sports and Coaching Science at Oklahoma State University, and do some work for the International Racquetball Federation, providing some commentary and media coverage for them. But if you're familiar with International Racquetball, if you're familiar with the LPRT, we know these two very well. No surprise that they're here in this match. You would probably say that Martinez is the favorite, having coming off that World Championship win just over a month ago.
Right. I mean, Alexander had some tough early round matches. She played over 2-hour match in the round of 16 yesterday against Michelle De La Rosa, and ended up winning 12-10 in the 5th game. So she definitely earned her spot here in the quarterfinals. Gabby, the 12th seed, current world champion, hasn't played the tour as often, so that's why she's ranked number 12 and not currently in the top 4 or 5 players.
Exactly, and I saw the last game of that 5-game battle with Michelle De La Rosa yesterday, and Michelle De La Rosa had match points. Herrera took a timeout, very smart, regrouped, got in, side out, 2 points, game's over. And so, she's been here before. She's not inexperienced. Both of these players have played each other before. Herrera really relies on her drive serve to get her into the point, create opportunities to set up and put it down.
Great drive serve. I say this often. She's a tough left side doubles player. She has mastered that drive down that left side line, and this court especially should favor that serve because of those glass side walls. They're kind of tricky, a little dark. It's a little bit hard to see. So that may be a little bit of an advantage for her on that side.
And I have to say for Martinez, if she can play clean, just not make those mistakes. You saw her skip one right there. Just simple passing down the line, 2 bounces. She should have this match. She is more athletic than Herrera, moves around the court very, very quickly. And so it will be just a case of not making those unforced errors, forcing Herrera around the court. Herrera will make those errors for her.
One thing, if I had one advice or one tip for Alexandra, would be to start working more on her footwork, on her fitness. I think her game would just elevate so much if she just added that part of her training.
Definitely agree. It has improved over the last year or two, for sure. There's a great serve. This will give her an opportunity. And you can see if she gets that good serve in, ball came off the back wall, feet were set, she put it down.
So we're tied at 2-2 here in game 1. Alexandra Herrera is serving.
That was close. You saw Martinez went left. Would have been an ace.
Get on Gabby Martinez.
Just what Herrera wants. Again, another 3-shot rally. Beautiful from Martinez.
This is a highly technical term, but I would say Gabby Martinez is a very scrappy player.
Sure, and I think translating that is she never gives up on a play. She chases balls down. She fights for every point, and that's exactly what you want.
Right? Yeah, she's aggressive.
Makes it hard to beat when somebody is never going to quit. Puts pressure on to execute perfectly every time. Poor return from Herrera. 3 serving 3. I like the serve from Martinez. You saw she hit a jam serve, so the ball's higher, hitting the middle of the sidewall so that it comes behind the opponent, forcing Herrera to move those feet. That's tough for Martinez. TJ, I don't know if you've mentioned, these floors are interesting here at the Target Center. They kind of have a slight parabola to them where they're not exactly flat. And if you hit ceiling balls sometimes, the ball drifts once it bounces, either left or right. And it's one of those kind of nuances of these courts that you have to be aware of.
The walls walls here. They're concrete walls, but it's not super fast like some concrete courts. I mean, you've played here a couple times already this weekend. How would you describe the speed or lack thereof? Or
No, I agree completely, and it's interesting because we're also playing at other clubs, and I was at the Lifetime in Friendly, and the courts there are cement but much faster. And it's just these courts are what they are, and it shows how important it is to maybe get here a day early just to get some time on these courts and realize that maybe my lob serve is going to bounce a little differently. Maybe my ceiling balls need to be a little faster than a different club where I play.
I noticed yesterday in the earlier round, there's so many short serves. There's more than normal. And I just wonder if that's it's just the players getting used to these courts, because you would kind of look at concrete walls and think that this is going to be a fast court, but definitely a lot more short serves than I had seen.
That was close. Martinez starting to take control. It's still 4-3, but you feel like she's starting to settle down. And that's a great shot from Herrera. Ball kissed off the sidewall, allowing Herrera to attack it.
Short serve.
The glass on the left side adds a different perspective as well to this match and to this week, because most courts don't have glass on a side like this, and there's also that gap in the middle.
And not to mention the people walking around and standing out there watching in all kinds of colored shirts. So players really have to focus on seeing that pink ball on that side wall. Actually, maybe a little helpful that's that color of pink, because a purple ball might not show up as well on that dark glass. But the bright pink ball shows up a little bit better over there.
4-5. Martinez was last here at the Junior World Championships last November. She played on this court in the final.
She did. We were talking about that yesterday while her opponent, Monte Mejia, the Junior World Champion, was playing against Paola yesterday. Monte played just amazing, and she just played Paola so tough. But she just seemed so comfortable on this court, kind of like she had been here before.
Beautiful from Martinez. 2 bounces before the back wall. 6-4.
Lady Pros are playing best out of 5 games. Games to 11, win by 2.
TJ, there's an example of that footwork you were talking about. If that was Martinez, you felt Martinez would have made that ball.
Plenty of time, right. And Alexander's just one pace slow on her footwork.
Soft hands. Martinez being coached by Sergi Munchik. Some applause from him. Looks like a timeout from the Mexican.
We'll take a little break. We'll be back in about 45 seconds. Welcome back. We're here live in our game one of this quarterfinal match between Gabby Martinez and Alexandra Herrera. Diving get by Gabby.
2 bounces. That was tough. She totally got that. I think, TJ, you and I both know that, but it's one of those ones where you just have to accept it and regroup and go on to the next rally.
And we've got a different angle than the referees, so the referees saw something different than we did.
That's how you respond. Side out.
See how low she can go.
8 serving 4.
So come to the right side again. Picking on that backhand, you can see why. Unreturned. 2 points away from this first game. Coming left. Short serve called. Look good from here. A little smile from Herrera. I think she knows she got away with one. Good C serve. Herrera puts it down for a point. So from that position, that drive serve position, Herrera can go down the line on the left, cross court, and hit the Z over to Martinez backhand. A little slow from Herrera to react to that. 9-5. I think a screen serve was called.
Good patience by Alexandra Herrera. A tough ceiling ball hit deep in that right corner, but she really waited on it. Took her time, hit a great shot down the line.
Again, example when she sets her feet. She hits very clean. Kind of reminds me a little bit, TJ, of Adriana Riveros. Gets the feet set, hits a very clean ball.
Yes.
We get her moving, and mistakes will happen.
That's a great example. Another player who's just such a great shooter. I mean, technically, she has such a great setup, great swings, great mechanics, executes very well, but also could benefit from increasing her footwork speed.
That time Herrera able to get the ball, does something with it. 5-9.
So Joanne Pomodoro, thank you for always supporting the LPRT. Hopefully we'll see you in Boston in a couple weeks. Next up for the LPRT, we head to Boston for the Boston Open.
Terrific backhand winner from Herrera. High risk, given that Martinez was in front of her, but she flat rolled it. Martinez, forehand cross-court winner, side out, 9-5, 2 points away from this first game.
We have a timeout. We'll take a little break. We'll be back here live at the U.S. Open. Welcome back. After a timeout, oh goodness. Gabby Martinez took the timeout. She comes back. It's a long serve. Alexander decided to take it and hit a bad skip shot. This is game point.
I like the timeout from Martinez. She was up 9-5. Take a timeout when you need it.
Yeah.
Took the timeout, comes
Came
in,
back
2
in
points,
strong,
finished.
in the service box, in control, and she pulled out that first game 11-5. We'll take a 90-second break here. We'll be back in just a moment.
I feel like the racket belongs to my hand. It's just something natural, I think.
Not affecting her. She's doing such a great job.
Reaching the Dream Foundation helped me a lot to get to other places and other tournaments and get more experience.
Welcome back. We are live at the United Healthcare US Open. This is game number 2 of our first quarterfinal match of the day. Gabby Martinez won that first game over Alexandra Herrera, 11-5. Just a quick side out here in game 2. Alexandra Herrera now has the serve. I'm joined here with Tim Baghurst. Thank you again for taking some time out of your weekend, helping us out here at the LPRT.
Best seat in the house, TJ. I wouldn't miss it. Herrera went back to the drive Z, liked the choice, created opportunity, but she skipped it side out. Martinez, from this position where she serves, she likes to hit cross court, as you just saw, and then also down the line. I'm surprised she hasn't hit more drives down the line, which is actually Herrera's backhand. But ceiling ball, not a great one. Didn't hit the ceiling. You lose a point on a lob serve.
Set up off the back wall.
It's just a simple mistake. She can't do that against the current world champion.
Not at this level, not in anywhere in the quarterfinals. Actually, even yesterday, I mean, round of 16s here at the US Open, round of 32s have been incredibly competitive matches. We had 5 gamers in both rounds. Just really, really great competition here so far at the US Open. We talked about yesterday how prestigious this title is. You know, you can win other events during the LPRT season, but a US Open title really, truly goes in the record books.
It's a big deal for all these players, and you can feel it, even in the players and the coaches watching. It just means a little more. 1 serving 2. Playing from Martinez. Sometimes when players serve, they think about their serve and evaluate the quality of their serve on whether they won the rally, not on what the return was like. We've seen Herrera hit the drive Z several times, Martinez hitting it off the back wall. Herrera needs to remember that when she gets opportunities, rather than switching the serve back and forth. If you find that serve that's creating the poor return, even if you're losing the rally, that's not the serve's fault. That's something else. There's a great example. She went back to the Z. Martinez put the ball back to the middle. 3-shot rally point.
First shot, gave her an opportunity right there in center court.
So let's see if she does it again. Another great serve.
That was the choice there. Each hit at least 2 balls right back to each other. And one of them just needed to wait that extra second, turn a little bit, send the ball down the line.
Good pickup from Herrera that time, but too good. You could see how far forward Herrera was, and she got caught.
Tim, did your son come with you this weekend?
No.
Oh, okay.
He was with me in Austin last weekend. He has school.
Darn school gets in the way of racquetball. We took some great photographs at our San Antonio event.
He did, and he played in his first tournament this weekend. And
have a good time?
A great time. He's very much a novice, but he caught the bug, and he said, I want you to buy me a gym membership, and I want to play now. And so for those of you who are parents, right, get your kids on a court, and they may catch the bug too. And so that was exciting as a dad.
Because it's fun. It is
is
a fun sport. It's a good activity, a good exercise at any age. It's just so much fun.
Point given. Herrera moving left. Martinez hits it right.
For serving 2.
Skip from Herrera. She should have done better. Martinez's serve wasn't particularly good, but she'll take the point. Pulling away in the second game. There's that serve. And a smart shot straight down the line. Timeout.
We have a timeout here in game 2. We'll be back in 45 seconds. Welcome back. We're in after a timeout. 6 serving 2. Gabby Martinez is in the service box. Serve. Gabby trying to keep that wraparound serve. Just trying to make Alexandra move her feet. She's got a little long on that one. It's the second serve.
It was a good long serve, and again, Herrera had problems with it. That time Martinez went for the pinch but didn't bend her knees. She took it high. From that, made the skip on the next shot. Good timeout from Herrera. Gets in the service box. So we talked about the Z, right? She had 2 good Zs. That was the last time that she was in the service box. She gets back in the service box, doesn't hit the Z. We have a side out. I think it's also worth mentioning coaching and the value of coaching, because Martinez being coached by Munchik, he's providing guidance, telling her where to serve, just some nods of his head, encouragement. And Herrera, I think, is just here with her mom, and that's, you don't have that perspective when you come off the court. What's going on? What am I not seeing?
Say so many players. I don't know if Alexander's checking in with anybody at home. Oftentimes, players will be coached by somebody at home. I mean, this great age of technology, not necessarily as much in the U.S. Open, but so often the players will be at an event and they go out and they check their phone because their coach is watching online and they're coaching from anywhere.
Absolutely. It makes a huge difference. At the same instance, it always helps when you're there in person and you look back and you see that face and you get that encouragement.
Right, you can, yes. So your coach reminding you to take a time out, your coach reminding you not to hit such and such serve. serve. Alexandra just got Gabby moving left. She had a nice drive serve right.
Martinez wanted a short serve, didn't get it. She'll get one that time. Samantha Salas has joined us in the crowd. She'll be playing later, if I'm not mistaken, TJ.
Yes, Samantha Salas has a match coming up. She's actually on the next match after this one. Samantha Salas and Rhonda Racich will battle on this court following this match. So that'll be our next quarterfinal. Some great matchups today. Samantha and Rhonda, Yasmin and Frederique, Paola and Natalia. Yasmin, maybe not familiar to some of you, she's an incredible international player. She took some time off to start a family and she came back playing some tour stops. She came back just upsetting draws left and right. We will take a little break here and a timeout. We'll be back in 45 seconds. Back in live at the United Healthcare US Open. This is still game number 2. Gabby Martinez is serving 9-3 to Alexandra Herrera. Back in just after a brief timeout. Oh boy.
It's almost too easy for Martinez. A little smile from her. I like the fact that she's able to let things go. She doesn't dwell on the mistakes. She gets on and just keeps playing the way she knows she can. Look at that.
That's a great shot.
Very confident player. Believes in her abilities. Have to say though, another good timeout from Herrera. She got the side out. Nice touch, Herrera.
Try to do too much with it. That was a great shot. Dug it out of the back right corner.
She pushed the first two, Herrera, got the third one and really took a swing. That was the difference. Sticking with the lob down the left. Loose from Martinez. Put it down again.
You can tell Alexander's very comfortable with that shot. On our page.
Herrera, though, in control. Has another shot. Great defense from the Guatemalan, but that was too good from the Mexican Herrera. Terrific shooting. 6-9. Balls down this left side are tricky. Just because of the curve of the floor, balls hit down the left side tend to move more left as it bounces. 7-9. Again, that forehand pinch. Shows you why she's a good doubles player.
Well, yeah, I was saying that's why she's so comfortable with that shot. She's a good doubles player. She makes that shot a lot.
Look at how the ball moves left as it bounces. It's crazy. A little frustrated with herself, Herrera smiles. But that was a good run. She needs to stay confident. She got back in this second game. Munchik wants a timeout. Martinez takes one.
We will do the same. We'll be back here in just a moment. Welcome back. And after a timeout, quarterfinal match here. Gabby Martinez so far is having success. She won that first game. She's ahead here.
Ooh, my
ouch,
goodness.
That was a hard hit.
I'm glad she's okay.
I think she hit her head a little bit on that sidewall too.
Yeah, and that's kind of how she got injured at the World Championships in the semifinals of doubles. Just flinging her body. She commits everything.
All about the ball.
Another great serve from Herrera. Skip ball, 9-8. TJ, this is a great thing. If you've got an opponent watching who may be facing Martinez in the next round, you got to pick up on this serve. It's really bothering Martinez, gliding down the left side, especially if it's on this court with the glass.
Yeah, this court is up. Although, I mean, after this court, the players will move to the main glass court, so that's not going to be any easier. It's going to be difficult for everybody.
Oh, that's tough. It happens. You have to let it go. There's nothing you can do about it. It's Herrera smiling. That's good to see. Martinez talking to herself. She was ahead 9-3. 5 points in a row for Herrera. The pressure is building. She needs this point, Martinez. What a serve. Herrera will take her timeout. It's 10 serving 8.
Players will take a break. We'll do the same. We'll be right back.
Timeout by Herrera. Every time she's taken a timeout, she's won the rally. Let's see if it stays this way.
Game point for Gabby Martinez in game 2.
And she does again.
We're at 8, serving 10.
Not a great serve that time. Okay, it kicks off the sidewall. Came back to the middle. Cross-court winner. Game point number 2. Beautiful reverse pinch winner from Martinez.
That'll do it. Game 2 goes to Gabby Martinez. She goes up 2-0 over Alexander Herrera. We'll be back. We're back live at the United Healthcare U.S. Open 2018 in downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. The Lifetime Target Center, right downtown where the Timberwolves play. It's a nice Lifetime Fitness club. This is a beautiful club. There's 8 indoor racquetball courts, and we also got to take over one of the practice basketball courts for the main glass court.
Excellent from Herrera. Got the side out. Got the first point. Takes the second. Really is a great event, the U.S. Open. If you've never been, it's worth coming, even if it's just one time, just to get that experience, just to feel the atmosphere. It's just different to a normal tournament. There's so many players here, such quality. Everybody comes who's competing in these top divisions. They all want this title, as we mentioned, or you mentioned earlier, TJ. It's a big deal.
Fans at home, trying to describe yesterday what it's like being here. For the people who have never been here before, how would you describe this event?
It's difficult. It's difficult.
Yeah.
It's what I like about this event is everybody is out for themselves. They're all looking for their own title. And most of my experience is with, oh wow, she almost got there, Martinez. is with international. So you got your teammates, you got your country, everybody's fighting for points for their country. Here, you've got two who would be teammates fighting each other for a massive trophy. And there's higher expectations, there's more money on the line. You can just sense it in the players when they're playing. There's just more at stake, and it's not your typical, well, if I lost in this tournament, I lost. This is the US Open. Of course, Paula Longoria has claimed it for the last several years, and she's still here competing.
She has actually earned 8 US Open titles, trying to get her 9th this year. We have a little timeout. We'll come back and we'll talk about the US Open some more after the players take a break. We're back in game 3 after a timeout. A good timeout by Gabby Martinez again. Timeouts can be very strategic. Players sometimes players use them because they're falling behind, their opponent's on a run, they want to break the momentum. And sometimes they use them when they're actually in control in the service box. They want a little rest, they come back, get composed, have some focus. Definitely strategic. The lady players get 2 45-second timeouts. And again, in a long match, they really have to plan how they use those most efficiently.
Yeah, we saw Martinez take one. She was up in game 1, 9-5, and she took a timeout, came back in and won 2 points to finish it. 2 diving gets, wow. That looked like 2 bounces. Play continues.
You know what, I couldn't tell. Alexander was in my view.
Martinez, soft hands.
Nice rally by both these players. The thing is that the referee made no call on that get by Gabby Martinez. Look like Alexandra hesitated there. She's got to keep playing. If referee doesn't call anything, you can't stop. You got to keep going. Talking again about the U.S. Open, I mean, this U.S. Open, there are over 700 players competing here this weekend. Both pros, both pro tours, both men's and women's pro tours, amateur players of all ages came out to play, and they also, while they're playing, get to watch the pros play and battle for that prestigious title that we were talking about.
Serving 4. 3 points after that timeout for Martinez. Herrera sticking with this lob serve. A good one again. Martinez very aggressive, puts it in the floor.
This is the first lead that Alexandra has had this match. She's
Yeah, she went up 4-1. Martinez took the timeout. Martinez came back to pull it to 4-4, and now she's pulling away.
This is the first time she's led this game, right? That's right. She was the one that was up 4-0.
Terrific shot from Herrera. Again, Martinez that time tried to go to the ceiling. She seems a little more uncomfortable with this serve. Herrera's going to stick with it. Just a little miscommunication on the score. 8 serving 4.
Turned the card, or didn't turn the card at 8 serving 4. I do believe we can claim that as Alexandra's go-to shot. She is very consistent. I think that is the most consistent shot she has in this court. Pinch into that left side corner.
Martinez flings her body to the left side, gets a racket on it. She has 2 timeouts per game. I'm surprised she hasn't taken her second. Herrera's really just going for it in this third game. I'm down 2, I might as well just shoot. As she does here. Interesting that she seems to hesitate more on her forehand than backhand in terms of shooting. I mean, that was
unless it's that pinch.
Right. I mean, that was a situation you've got to go for that one. And she just kind of pushed it back to the wall.
Serving 10 here in game 3.
Tough from Martinez. Look at how low she got in the back left.
She dug that ball out of there. I was surprised she let that go come that low off the back wall, but it's the only shot she had. Short serve. Diving get by Martinez. Great get by her.
Oh, great shot, Herrera. You actually saw Herrera put her hand up for 2 bounces before Martinez had even got there. Great athleticism from Martinez to keep the ball alive.
You know, I think for some players it's almost a habit. They just do it, trying to get a call, hoping to get a call.
It's another good serve. She had her opportunity, didn't put it down. Martinez says, hey, I can. Side out. 7-10. Another game point for Herrera. Another great serve.
Alexandra's definitely making Alexandra work for this. Game 3 goes to Alexandra Herrera. Gabby Martinez leads 2 games to 1. We'll be back in about 90 seconds here live at the U.S. Open. live here at the United Healthcare 2018 U.S. Open. Thank you for joining us here for our first quarterfinal match. This is game number 4. Gabby Martinez is serving. Gabby in the yellow shirt out of 2-1 over Alexandra Herrera. Alexandra with a quick side out.
TJ, what's the difference between games 1, 2, and game 3?
Well,
it's this serve, I think.
Yeah, I was just going to say that you kind of nailed it. Getting her stick to a serve that's working, and now that she's doing that, she's having some success with it.
Well, I do have a rules question for you. On that serve just before this one, you can see the glass, and it's actually embedded into the wall, and so the wall comes out a little bit further than the glass. The ball hit the corner of the glass and the wall and kicked out. Is that a court hinder, or is it play?
The LPRT does not play court hinders unless there are pre-established things in particular. For example, if there's a sprinkler head sticking down, that's a pre-established court hinder. We have a microphone, a tiny microphone inside the court. If it hit that, that's a pre-step. One of the lights on the ceiling, somebody hit it earlier in the event. It's just sticking down a little bit on that left side. That is a predetermined court hinder. Otherwise, cracks, crevices, doors, whatever, you gotta play everything. The players have to keep their feet moving and just adjust to those shots.
Talking about keeping their feet moving, Herrera was just checking the score. Martinez was just flying around that court, and then a diving winner at the end. What a rally. Again, highlighting how she can just stay in a point and make it so hard for her opponent to win points. But that, Herrera, my goodness, it was perfect. Two good ceiling balls.
Alexandra stepped up the intensity a little bit though. She stopped pushing the ball and she was swinging hard in every shot.
Oh my goodness, Martinez, how did she get that ball back? She got it to the wall. Herrera just missed it.
My body hurts just watching her throw herself around the court. She really hits hard sometimes. She goes, like you said, she goes for everything.
So fun to watch, though.
It is, isn't it? It's so much fun. I've had a great time this week. The LPRT ladies are just so incredibly talented. In the U.S. Open, this big stage, you see a couple players that you don't get to see all year round, and then going to it's so nice to have them all the time. You know, some players are in school, so they can't play quite as often, but it's just such a great time for us.
A good example is Yasmin Sabja, who came on the scene at the Pan Am Championships, now a doubles world champion earlier this summer. Here she is at the U.S. Open.
In the quarterfinals.
Exactly, making her mark on the LPRT, showing that players can come out of some of these countries. They can't play the tour for various reasons. I know Sabja has been away for several years.
Too. It's a long trip.
Very much so.
A lot of these players, like expensive trip for a lot of these players to travel everywhere.
It's great to see them here. Another quality serve from Herrera. Wow. That's a very confident shot from Martinez. Shoulder high. Perfect cross-court pass winner. talking about.
She adjusted to it.
There was that footwork. You could get that. And she just didn't move fast enough. Should also mention, Martinez, okay, 2018 world champion. She's still a junior. And some of these players, Mejia is another example, will be competing in junior world championships in just a month's time.
Yes.
So it's exciting to see these young players really competing at the professional level, top 8, top 16. We're going to see them for many years to come.
Oh, yes. We're looking at Herrera that again hitting that comfortable shot, that comfortable pinch into that left corner.
When you're playing somebody who just keeps getting balls
the
back.
ball.
Here's her opportunity. There's her favorite shot.
You can tell that's her wheelhouse. She's just so comfortable with that shot.
Turned into quite a match. Oh no, she wants that one back. I do like Herrera though. She's able to laugh at herself, and a lot of.
Yes. That's what I was saying. Yeah, noticing it yesterday during some of the earlier round matches. A lot of players hit more than usual short serves. I just wondered if they are not quite used to these courts yet.
Of aggressive shots from Martinez.
We are tied up at 4-4 in the fourth game.
So Herrera changed her serve. She's been hitting that serve consistently for the last 30 minutes. She switches to something else, side out. That time Herrera, she got the first one, not the second. Again, some great rallies from these two players, really giving everything in this quarterfinal at the US Open. I see Martinez hit one down the right side. Again, short. from Herrera. Didn't try to go for too much. Before serving 5. Really tough game number 4 for both players. Wow, what a great shot again, Herrera. That forehand pinch. It's her go-to shot.
That was an aggressive shot. I was almost ready to say it seemed more like Gabby was playing a little more defensive here in this 4th game, as opposed to the first 2 games where she was just so fiery and so aggressive, so ready. And it's a smart timeout. Well, we'll take a break. The players will take a little break. We'll do the same. We'll be back in just a moment.
We're back in. Martinez took the timeout. Got her first serve in. 3-shot rally. Shows you that value of getting a good drive serve in, forcing a defensive return from your opponent. Makes the points very short. Points in a row after that timeout. 2 good serves.
Alexander just needed to take one more step to get behind that ball.
And you wonder maybe whether fatigue is playing a part. And she's having to work really hard in this match. Wow.
There's another one.
Here's her opportunity. What a shot. Forehand pinch winner. Stayed in the point, got the ball back, took her opportunity when it came. You can see why she won the World Championships this year. She's playing on fire right now, just flinging her body around the court. It's incredible.
She, you know, talking about those first 2 games where she came out just on fire. She has that next level when she needs it, like even more so. She's down a little bit, 4th game, she's trying to close out this match, and she just has one more level of intensity. Ouch.
She almost had that. Thought she was going to.
She ended up landing on top of the ball.
Yeah, she just showing her coach, Sudzi Munchik, that she got her racket wrong as she was going for it. That's why she didn't get it back. Soft hands from Martinez.
Good adjustment there on that crack shot. by Gabby Martinez. Oh boy.
6:38. Herrera back to the drive C. Look at how Martinez, she knew it was coming, stepped in and hit it, as opposed to waiting for it to come to the back wall.
Gabby had to do a little matrix move on there, trying to get out of the way. It almost hit her shirt.
Matrix move,
Matrix.
coined by TJ.
Well, you knew what I meant.
I did. We'll be using that more often. Timeout Herrera.
Players will take a break. We'll do the same. We'll be back here live at the U.S. Open. We're back 9-6 here in Game 4. Gabby Martinez trying to close out this quarterfinal match to move on to the semis.
Good timeout Herrera. I think she's won every rally after a timeout in this match. Just saying that, I think Martinez has too.
Talking about good planned use of timeouts.
Smart from Martinez. Herrera was able to get it back to the front wall. Martinez goes down the right.
Oh boy. That one back. She didn't have to hit that one too good. It just had to go straight down the line.
My heart jumps every time she goes for one of
Head
those.
goes flying to the sidewalls, to the
You just see
concrete.
her head. Thankfully,
Yes,
she's okay.
Yes. But right there was a shot you don't want to give Alexandra a setup anywhere on the left side of the court where she can hit a nice pitch into that left.
Wow, that was so tough. Ball was so low off the back wall. It was all Herrera could do. But she did it so well.
Alexandra's fighting here, trying to put some more points on the board. We've got a 1-point game. This is 8 serving 9. Alexandra's trying to push to 5 games. Like Gabby was waiting for that pinch that time.
Herrera had her opportunities. She had more than one. Martinez hung in there. Side out. Very, very competitive games 3 and 4.
Yes.
Good serve. Set up. Punished.
Match point for Gabby Martinez.
Chance to go to the semifinals. Will she shoot it? She will. She puts it in the floor.
She went for it.
You could just sense her confidence from the last point. She was just going
She
to
was ready to take this match.
all or nothing. I don't understand the change from Herrera. On the left side, and she serves to the right. Another good serve.
Serving 10.
Win by 2. She needs a point to stop the match points from Martinez. Two good ceiling balls. Wow. What a way to
Well
finish
played.
that point.
Both players playing
Martinez
really
covered
intense
a,
racquetball here. Yes.
she covered a lot of court in
Yes,
that rally.
she did. She had to. I mean, Alexander's making some great shot selections, moving, forcing Gabby to move around the court. Gabby calls a timeout. Again, here at match point, we'll take a break. We'll be back here in 45 seconds. Back in, we're at match point for Gabby Martinez, match point number 3. Thank you, Tim. Show how great this match is. Alexander just keeps pushing, keeps hanging in there.
There it is.
That's it. Gabby Martinez of Guatemala City, Guatemala moves on to the U.S. Open semifinals. Thank you for joining us here for our first quarterfinal. Next up on this court, we've got Rhonda Rejic and Samantha Salas. Thank you again for supporting the LPRT, and we'll see you back here in about 15 minutes.